As I was walking out of the exam room, I felt kind of nervous because I wasn't sure how I did on the science section. That's traditionally my weakest section, so I wasn't sure if maybe I'd gotten a detail from one of the experimental setups wrong, or if I just misinterpreted one of the graphs, so I was a little nervous about that. I didn't find out until a few days after the scores came out because I just wasn't aware that they were online. So when I logged in and I found that, oh, I got a 36, I was just more relieved than anything. On the practice test, I usually got a 35 or a 36. So I was just really happy that I'd lived up to my expectations and that all my college testing was done, so that was really great. I took Testmasters Online ACT course. I took it the summer between my sophomore and junior years, and I took the actual ACT in the summer between my junior and senior years. So while I was taking the online course, they give you a book full of notes to fill in with tips from the instructors, useful formulas like what's the diagonal of a cube that might take you some time to figure out while doing the actual test. So mostly I did that while I was watching the course. And then while I was actually preparing for the ACT in June this year, I was going back over the book they gave. I did a lot of practice tests Testmasters gave me, as well as the official ACT guide. Mostly I just did that. Well, I think for me, the science section and the writing sections that they taught were the most useful. For science, it's because they give you, on the test, they give you a lot of like graphs and charts and data and paragraphs to read, and they give you a lot of experimental setups in a really short amount of time that you have to understand and answer questions on. So Testmasters taught me how to look at the information provided and kind of anticipate what sort of questions are going to be asked based off of that. And also for writing, they give you a format to write with, which makes the writing section really easy. I think the most important thing during practice tests and during the actual test is to maintain your focus. So don't slow your pace, don't lose concentration, and leave plenty of time to go back and check, even if you're really sick of the test at that point, because that's the most important thing, to avoid careless mistakes. I'd also really recommend taking a Testmasters course, going to exam club, going to group tutorials, because they give you a lot of time-saving strategies and they give you a lot of experience with the test. I'm kind of interested in both business and engineering, so probably in the future I'd either want to do finance and work in the corporate world, or do some sort of engineering, probably computer science, and then get a further degree in that.